Ooh,
Yes.
14th. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
France.
Yes.
Usually Tour de France is going on at this time, and a French rider tries his damnedest to win the stage on the day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In honor
of the great nation of France. Okay.
Last time they won a Tour de France was in the 80s.
They don't have home field advantage.
They do, but they still haven't managed to pull off a dub,
Yeah.
They claim that they're not doing performance-enhancing drugs, but everybody knows that's a lie.
What about, is cycling close to coming back because of COVID? I feel like that it's a sport where I feel like that you probably have a lot of social distancing.
Well, yeah, I think they are trying to, and I'm kind of excited to see. I think they're doing like a shortened season starting in August or September, and it should be pretty exciting, but we'll see what actually happens.
Okay. All right. You ready for News AF? Here we go. All right. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I'm Rob Cesternino, back again to talk with you about the week's most interesting news stories for the week of July 14th, 2020, here on News AF.
If the story is buzzing like it's on crystal meth, it's about to be News AF. If the same old news makes you bored to death, it's time for some News AF. Actual, factual news.
Yes, that's right. Here we are on Bastille Day for a very special edition of News AF. It's always special when we can get together and talk with you about everything that's going on in the world. Of course, we are blessed every week when we get to talk with one of pickleball's top influencers out there today. Here he is. Sun's out, guns out, Tyson Apostle.
Not one of pickleball's top influencers.
The
pickleball's top influencer.
Yes.
And I got up early this morning to do a training session with my coach, Riley Newman, one of the top pickleballers in the world. And he's been instructing me. So if you could be so kind as to go follow him on Instagram, I actually have, this is breaking news right here. Do you want to play the breaking news?
Breaking news coming up. Here we go. Okay, here's breaking news.
Breaking news are happening now.
I have a pickleball lifestyle brand clothing that I'm designing myself that is going to be released, and Riley is going to be giving away some signed versions of the first print of the shirts.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
So you got to follow Riley on Instagram to have access.
What's his
to that.
handle?
Rye Newman 3, I believe. Let me look.
Can I get a signed jock?
We're not doing jocks yet. Jocks actually aren't really utilized in pickleball or anywhere anymore. It's Rye Newman 3, yeah. And he's Riley Newman. You'll notice him, but give him a follow because he's gonna have some content of me on there playing pickleball and stuff as well. And we're gonna light the entire pickleball sensation on fire in all the most positive ways.
You don't wear a cup to play pickleball?
Not yet. No, I don't think the game's gotten that aggressive. I
They're
think
so
when
close to each other.
when the games get more aggressive, then probably. But right now, in its infancy, people haven't realized that the money shot is actually ball on ball, ball on ball.
Okay.
And getting ready for this tournament in Missouri, Branson, in 2 or 3 weeks' time, 2.5 weeks. And he's getting me all set for it. So staying healthy and getting my training in.
It's not just an appearance. You're going to be playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
I'm appearing to play.
Appearing to play. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This just started as a hobby for you. And now look at you. You're on the circuit.
Chasing his love of pickleball.
I mean, Riley crushes me still, but hopefully one day I can get near his level. He's top 5 in the world rank. So it's pretty cool that he's
local.
training up. He's local. Well, he's between a few states, but he's here for now. Yeah.
Tyson, how are you playing pickleball in the temperatures Arizona is currently enduring?
Early.
Well, I had a really funny answer for you, but it was super offensive. It used like 5 curse words and a bunch of.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
So
tone it down.
Yeah, I just man up, and do it. It's like you can't let the heat stop you from doing what you want to do. I did play early this morning, but I'll go play in the middle of the day. I don't care.
Yeah. You know what might be a good idea? I just thought of is to soak all your pickleball clothing, put it in the freezer, and then put it on right before you play. I bet that buys you 30 minutes of cool, relaxing pickleball.
You know what we used to do in the Philippines when I was a Mormon missionary? We'd soak our Mormon garments, the underwear, the fancy underwears. I don't know, fancy is the wrong word for it. Sacred.
Yeah. Okay.
We'd soak it in rubbing alcohol. And then put it on, because rubbing alcohol evaporates faster than water, which creates a more cooling sensation. So before we were going to bed in the extreme heat, because there's not air conditioning anywhere there, we would soak our clothes in rubbing alcohol and try to fall asleep before the cooling effects of that.
It sounds like you'd want someone to spritz you as you play pickleball with rubbing alcohol, but it also sounds kind of dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to inhale it or in your face and eyes, probably.
Okay.
So anyways, core temperature right now is at a healthy 98.6 degrees.
Okay. And how are you measuring that core temperature?
Yeah. What's your technique?
With my right hand.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm left-handed, so I need this hand for stuff.
Yes. All right. And of course, a man who has a new look today. Here is the great Danny Bryson. Danny, how are you?
I brought my core temperature down by 10 degrees by getting rid of that mop on my head.
Yes. Okay.
Plus, I look slightly more respectable.
Yes.
So people ask me for directions now.
Yeah. In the hospital.
That's not ideal.
Well, no, it's not. I used to think that long hair would thwart people from talking to me, but it didn't.
It makes it more approachable.
It's
which
crazy.
Makes no sense. But people, would approach me. I'm like, why? This I'm sending off signals here. They're not working.
Danny, do you have a Bastille Day rant?
I don't know. Bastille Day. I actually brought it up here on Wikipedia to fully understand Bastille Day.
It's the 4th of July for French people.
Oh.
Yeah, but what does it actually, commemorate?
Probably the day where they chopped all the royalties' heads off.
See, that's what I thought, right?
Yeah.
The whole Marie Antoinette, but it's a storming of the Bastille, which was a medieval armory fortress and political prison.
Like an Area 51.
Yeah, like Area 51.
Oh, yeah. What if we had our own Area 51 day, the storming of 51? That'd be pretty great, where we set the aliens free that were being held captive in Area 51, which would be a big mistake because we'd set them free. They'd get on their ships and probably shoot lasers at the planet because we haven't treated them well for like the last, 70 years?
Yeah. So are you fine with Bastille Day then?
So far, from what I've read.
Yeah.
Okay.
Storm is one paragraph.
Storm Area 51 last year was on September 20th, so it'll be we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of
Well,
Storm
we can't
Area
really
51.
celebrate it until it produces results. Like we needed them to storm the gates. Like a lot of people get lasered as they approach the hangar. Some people have to go down. The aliens are freed. That's when you start to celebrate it. You build monuments to all those people who are lasered down by the government. And you put a shrine where the alien took off to go warn his fellow aliens about our planet.
Also, in addition to being Bastille Day, as I've been on Twitter today, I see that one of the trending topics is hashtag National Nude Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not wearing any pants.
Yeah.
I'm not for nudity in public.
What if
the
it's
most part
super smoking hot?
Well, yes, but those aren't the people that tend to get nude in public. The people who feel comfortable naked, I applaud how comfortable they are with their bodies. But
Yeah.
also I feel like that's not my thing. Like if I wanted to see nude people, typically are not the ones I want to see.
Yeah. National Nude Day is July 14th. And according to the nationaldaycalendar.com, the observance offers a way to keep cool on a hot, sticky summer day. Nudist groups around the world celebrate this holiday and take it quite seriously, too. That's a great day for being naked. Noted for enjoying the natural state was Benjamin Franklin, who would reportedly take air baths by the open window of his room by allowing fresh air to drift around his birthday suit.
Did you burp and say air baths at the same time?
Let me just say that if you
Yeah.
I did. I just did air bath under my breath. If you're going to choose one day to be nude, it's kind of dangerous because there are a lot of parts of your body that have never seen the sun for 364 days or however it is, how long it's been since you were last nude. You could get really burned. You know, it's the middle of summer. So whatever you do, make sure you sunscreen like crazy. What?
Yeah.
Penises don't burn. Well, so
I'm
you're
talking
saying
about
you
your
want to.
butt. I'm talking about all of it. Who
I
knows?
thought you were saying you want to slather a bunch of sunscreen on your penis.
All over that area. Tyson, think
Okay.
about the white skin shorts you wore during cycling season. Remember how white you'd be between like mid thigh up to your arm, your sleeves on your arms.
Yes.
Imagine exposing that to the sun in the middle of the summer for just that one day. I mean, you're at risk of getting seriously burned.
The thighs and stuff, but that's why you grow out a lot of pubic hair. So then that's a natural sunscreen.
Oh, is that nature's shade?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Body
nature's
shade?
shade. Yeah, it's body shade. So I've been nude before on national TV, Danny, believe it or not.
I thought there was a sock covering your dignity. Is that not true?
In some moments, yes, but some moments I always covered because I think that it's wrong to just fully expose yourself like that. But I was naked, but I had like something always covering. I guess you're right. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, speaking of national days, this is a great website, National Day Calendar, that we can learn about all of the national days because it's a jam-packed week. Just in this week alone, tomorrow, July 15th, is National I Love Horses Day, National Give Something Away Day. Danny, you'd like that one.
I like that one.
It's National Pet Fire Safety Day. I believe that you are trying to shore up and make sure that your pets don't go on fire tomorrow. And then National Tapioca Pudding Day as well. So a jam-packed day.
How are people getting days?
Wednesday.
Why don't we have a day? What do we have?
Okay.
Is there a National Pickleball Day? I mean,
Well, probably. Then on Thursday this week, the 16th, it's National Corn Fritter Day and also National Personal Chef Day. So tell your personal chef on Thursday to whip up some corn fritters.
the hell's a corn fritter?
Yeah, it's like a little fried biscuit, I think, with corn in it.
I mean, it has corn,
Yeah.
modern ingredient, so it does sound okay. All
And
right,
then we'll close out the rest of the week on Friday with it's National Peach Ice Cream Day.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
National Yellow Pig Day. And best of all, very, very on point for this podcast, the 17th is also World Emoji Day.
When is there a day that's not taken yet? Like, are we?
No, they're all very taken, I think.
They're handing out days to anyone who's got an idea. Yellow
There's only
Pig Day.
365 days, so are they doubling up on days?
It sounds
Oh,
like they're
yeah.
doubling, tripling, quadrupling up.
Yellow Pig Day.
You just you shower your yellow pig with appreciation. It's like a pig with jaundice.
Or are you?
What is the yellow pig?
Or are you putting raw pig meat out in the sun till it turns yellow and then trying to eat it?
And then eat it with your corn fritter.
Yeah.
Ah, what a treat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into some of our top stories here today.
Wait, I haven't gotten any closure on the yellow pig, dude.
Yes.
I'll look it up.
Okay, Danny's looking it up, and
I have the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yellow pig image search.
Celebrate the yellow pig, right?
Yeah, Yellow Pig Day, July 17th. Exciting. I'm just
Okay.
gonna go straight to images.
okay,
I don't see a single picture of a real.
National Yellow
here's
Pig
one.
Day. It is honoring the unique attributes of the number 17 and its significance to mathematics.
What does that have to do with yellow pigs?
I hate it.
This is a terrible day. We need to
Mhm.
review the days we're giving out to people and
Okay.
maybe cut back on
Yellow-
The new segment for us is review the days of the week.
National Day, whatever national day it is. I like this. So in the 1960s, two mathematicians by the name of Michael Spivak and David Kelly were analyzing the random properties of the number 17 and a mysterious yellow pig. It seems the process became excessive and professional. Kelly gave lectures and taught classes around the yellow pig, and Spivak made publications in several mathematics texts. While not based on it, Spivak does subtly reference the number 17 and the yellow pig.
You lost me at mathematics.
I was too concerned with if their name were like Steve Yellow and Dick Pig, then I could understand Yellow Pig Day. But
Richard Pig,
Richard
as
Pig,
his mother
yes.
called him.
Yes. When he's in trouble.
but
Richard Pig, get in here right now.
but the second that neither of their names were Yellow or Pig, I could not wrap my head around any of it. I'm sorry. So let's cancel that day. Can we look back on their Twitter and see if there's a time where they were like doing something that's socially unacceptable that we could get them canceled for? And then
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if these guys are on Twitter.
Okay.
But that's the 17th. So mark your calendars there. It's also World Emoji Day. So they're very overshadowed by the day we celebrate the emoji. Okay. Tyson, have you been tired lately?
Dude, I am tired all the time. Like right now, I'm so tired. And yesterday was one of the first days I've taken a nap in a long time. But what I did was I woke up and then I drove Bergen to school.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came home. Then I fell asleep on the couch from almost 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. before I finally dragged myself off the couch. So I am tired. I don't know what it is. I think it's just parenthood has caught up with me.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe you're over pickleballing. Sorry, Rob, to interrupt, but you might be over pickleballing it.
I am, but I got to get in shape for this tournament in Missouri, and so it's like I got to put in the work. And also, I'm 41. A lot of people don't realize how
41 and getting it done, though.
41 and getting it done.
To rest is to rust.
That's right. Stagnant without if you're not there's some saying about if you're stagnant, then you're actually digressing because you're only progressing if you're making pushes forward. But it was more concise of a saying than what I just came up with there.
Yeah. Danny, how about you? Are you more tired than usual?
Depends on the time of day. Around 3 o'clock, I get real tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a new study is showing that 6 in 10 adults are more tired than ever before. And a lot of it is being blamed on the pandemic and their sleep routine during quarantine.
The scapegoat for everything.
Yes. Sleeping habits have been affected.
Mom, the pandemic ate my homework.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not true for me because I've pretty much had the same schedule before the pandemic started, and it's always been locked down for me.
Mm-hmm. You're the perfect control group, Tyson.
I really am, but I am just tired because that's what. But I wouldn't say I'm excessively more tired than I was before the pandemic. I'm exactly the same tired.
Yeah.
Are you tired, Rob? Are you more tired?
No.
Danny, are you more tired?
I don't think so.
So this goes back to Danny's thing of you actually have to look at the people who are actually willing to take the time to take this survey. And they're the old, elderly, middle-aged go-getters who now have nothing to do. So they're like, I don't have anything to do. I may as well take this survey now. I'm exhausted because I'm not getting it done like I should be. So that's the thing. I think, man, who knew that we would be at the forefront of saying that these polls don't matter?
Also, what time during what time during the day were you asking these people? Like I said, a lot of people experience a real low in the afternoon, typically after lunch.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
what time was the survey conducted?
Well, that we don't know, but this was a study of 2,000 adults, which was commissioned by Lisa Sleep, who makes the Lisa mattress. They asked people about their sleeping habits, and what they found was that a lot of people, because of the disruption to their normal schedule, they are waking up as little as 10 minutes before they have a online meeting to go to, and they are staying up later at night to binge watch their favorite TV shows. And this
Yeah, you have
disruption
to.
in the schedule is causing people to be more tired during the day.
What show are they binge watching? What's so great right now
there's
that you got to
nothing really
blow
great
past your
on there.
bedtime? What is it? What are
Monk.
they watching?
Yeah.
Monk. Oh, okay. Yeah, catch up on some Monk.
Is number 2 right now on Amazon Prime. I don't know if anyone's told you that.
Boom. We were propping it up with this podcast.
Yeah,
Single-handedly keeping
It's
it.
going to get a reboot. Do you think that the same actor will have to play Monk, or can they find
Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah, or do you think that this will be Jeff Probst's chance to step away from Survivor
No,
once
this
and
is
for all?
going to be Danny is going to reprise the role of Monk.
No, I could
Nice.
never. I would not want to step into those shoes. It's very shiny
Why?
shoes.
Because-
Shia LaBeouf kind of got the look.
Shia
of a
LaBeouf.
young- Yeah.
Oh,
of a young
yeah, he
Monk.
can play that. Yeah.
Maybe in a breakdown, Shia.
He said
Perfect.
multiple, yeah, but that's like goes to the character. Like he's just, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
How
Okay.
about, you don't think Danny could? Danny, you don't think you could act?
Oh no, I can't act at all.
Could you be
I can't even
yourself?
act excited when I get exactly what I asked for Christmas.
Yeah, I can't either. That's the thing. Like, you got to say thank you. I was like, I did say thank you. They're like, well, you got to act excited. I was like, this is the most excited I almost ever get.
I can't act excited. Liz
Yeah.
Liz always tells me to act a certain way. I'm like, that's not going to happen. Come on, 12
Right.
Do
years.
you
Haven't figured that
face
out.
push her as she says that?
Act like you're excited for my family to be here at the house. That's not. That's like
Yeah.
impossible.
100% no.
I didn't go Juilliard.
I do get in trouble also for not being
Acting.
excited enough about gifts that I receive. But I feel like that I am very much like, I'll tell you exactly what I want. Get me
Yeah.
this. Don't guess. You're
Mhm.
not going to get it right.
Yep.
And then, but people want to guess. And then it's like, yeah, I didn't really want this.
Yeah.
But I'm the jerk. You gave me something that I didn't want, and then I didn't act like I did want it, and I'm the bad guy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Such is life.
Such is life.
So no,
Mhm.
Tyson, to bring this back to the original article, I couldn't be Monk. And Monk is a good show to binge watch if you
Mhm.
can't sleep. But you probably should go to sleep early. That's it. That's what I've learned.
Yeah,
You got to go to bed early if you want to
stay
get enough
on a
sleep.
routine.
Yeah. And
Don't
it does
let it get
matter
through
when
this.
you go to sleep. When you go to sleep does matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So do you think Rachel and I should start Monk? Or
Yeah,
rewatch?
definitely. Yeah, if you're not getting good sleep anyway, might as well not get good sleep, but enjoy some Monk.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So if you want to be less tired, make sure you stay on a routine, even if you are in the midst of the pandemic causing major disruptions to people's schedule. How about this, Tyson? I know that you are not a iPhone user. Danny, have you been a victim of battery gate?
I'm sure that I've been a victim of Apple many times
Mhm.
over.
Oh,
Just
all
not
the time.
knowing that I've
Yeah.
been a victim.
When
I've been
they
a victim of
stole
their
your data,
their
when they
selling
mined your data.
tactics where they tell me
Mhm.
they've got some exciting new product that's been around for 2 to 3 years. I buy
Mhm.
into that. I'm sure I've been a victim of their batteries where they give you an update that's, slowly drains your battery that much faster so you'll upgrade. Sure. I've
Yeah.
been a victim. I just got a
Okay.
check in the mail from AT&T for $25 because obviously I was victimized by AT&T years ago
Mhm.
through some scam they were running. And just now they're compensating me for that.
They are?
Yeah, I don't even know what it's for. It doesn't say what it's for. It's just said a part of a settlement. Here's $25. I
Yeah,
feel like they owe
that's
me a lot
garbage.
more than that.
Yeah, I think they
But
do.
yeah, $25.
Well, the class action lawsuit known as Batterygate is a $500 million. Yeah. $500 million, which is being split up into $25 a person if you were affected by Batterygate. If you had a device in the iPhone 6 family and the iPhone SE that ran on iOS 10.2.1 later, or an iPhone 7 using 11.2, that people are claiming that their performance was tweaked to slow their battery life. And
it's not claiming. Apple admitted to doing this.
Yes. So you would get a new phone.
Mm-hmm.
You could be entitled to up to $25, Tyson.
Yep. Dude. After you paid for your new phone because it was going too slow on the new software.
Mm-hmm.
So you bought sweet $1,000 phone and you get a $25 rebate.
Eventually, I'm going to have enough settlement money from all of these companies that have been secretly scamming me to actually buy something of value.
I got a check in the mail from a settlement for Costco coconut oil, Kirkland brand coconut oil, organic coconut oil. There was some.
Yeah, you've been using it internally, and they clarified later that it couldn't be. Is that what it was?
No, was it?
No, I don't. You don't know what it was?
It was. I think it wasn't. It didn't meet the organic specifications, but they were advertising it as such or something.
And were you a big purchaser of it?
No, I just bought like a tub of it.
How much did you get? Do you remember?
There's pennies. Oh. It was like a few bucks. It was stupid.
I want to run up and get my AT&T check. I still haven't cashed it.
They might have
my desk.
They might have refunded me the purchase price of it.
Oh, that's nice.
So it was like $11 or something stupid.
So free coconut oil at Tyson's house.
Yeah. Yep. And I still buy the same one. Who cares?
Yeah. Okay. So be on the lookout if you are an older iPhone user. You could be getting that $25 settlement, but you do need to apply for it.
Sweet settlement money.
You won't just get it like Tyson with the coconut oil.
Yeah. WB in the chat says their favorite size is a tub. And I agree that if they have the tub size, then that's what you should get. A vat would also be good, but a tub is like the correct size. And it's Costco, so that everything's in tubs or vats.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about Britney Spears, Tyson?
Do I? No.
Yeah.
Never. I've never wanted to talk about Britney Spears my almost entire life.
Your whole life?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people feel like that Britney Spears is in trouble and is trying to signal to people that she needs help. And the message is only being heard by some people.
She's a walking hostage.
Yeah, Rachel's been watching this go down on Instagram.
Yeah.
So Britney is not in her right mind. I think on that we can agree. And that's sad and terrible. But to what degree, we don't fully know.
Are any of us in our right mind?
That's, it's the Matrix. Who's to say what's what? What's up? What's
what?
down?
Maybe Britney Spears is the only person in her right mind.
Maybe she's the only one that's woke. You're right. And she, so she's been doing these dancey things and just like supposedly signaling to people, because in some comments they're like, Britney, in your next video, wear a yellow shirt if you need help. And she had a yellow shirt.
It's kind of like when those some pilots crashed and they were being held hostage and they were blinking Morse code, like about
so people are calling for her to give signals, and supposedly she has given some signals, and it's all about her conservatorship of her money, which her dad is in charge of all of her money right now.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have a lot of freedoms.
Well, just to give the backstory. So if anybody remembers, and I know it's hard to remember more than what happened yesterday, but back in 2008, Britney Spears had an incident where
shaved head umbrella.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so at that point in time, I believe allegedly that then her father instituted this conservatorship where that he was in charge of the financial decisions, and people are under the impression that maybe he has an incredible amount of control of her life to the point where she is almost like a person who is a prisoner being forced to do things against her will. That is not proven, but that is what people are alleging.
Yes. And it's unclear, but it very well could be. And so Britney fans have been getting these messages and digging deeper into it on Instagram. And she's been posting these videos. And she just posts these videos all day long of her doing dance moves in her house.
So much dancing.
It's a lot of dancing.
Everyone's dancing. Everyone's dancing. Their pandemic anxieties away.
Yeah, exactly.
Is she good at dancing still?
I would hope so. She took years.
Let me see. Let me watch one of these on
I think
Instagram.
it's all the same moves that she always did. I don't think she's learning new stuff or coming out with anything groundbreaking, but it's all the same moves.
You should always, to rest is to rush. She should always be learning some of the newest TikTok dances or whatever. I mean, that's how she's going to keep up.
Yeah.
How much money does she have? Is it worth the father's time to deal with all this?
What do you want him to do, Danny? Go get a real job? At this point?
No one should have to do that.
Committed to this Britney thing.
He's been hundreds of millions, right?
I don't know. I mean, how much does a person like Britney Spears have and keep? You know, especially as she nears 40. I mean, it was our generation that had a crush on Britney. You know, she was like in terms our generation's crush.
Yes.
Pop singer crush.
Yeah.
And so, I mean,
you liked her more than Christina Aguilera?
Oh, well, I kind of liked Christina Aguilera. Didn't she do a thing with a snake? Was that her video?
Yeah.
I remember that more than I remember any of Britney Spears' performances.
Okay. I'll have to Google that.
Yeah,
did they both have a snake?
Yeah, Britney.
Maybe Britney were snakes totally in.
She had like an albino python that she was.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm mixing them. Maybe I created like a super pop star. Like there was a perfect mix of Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. It was like the girl of my dreams after that Roger Rabbit lady.
Jessica Rabbit,
apparently.
Like you don't know her name.
Yeah.
Nice. Well played, Danny. Oh, I forgot her. The love of my
That's a pretty classic move.
Yeah. Okay, Jacob says it was Britney had the snake at the 2001 MTV Awards.
There it was. 2001. I mean,
her and Madonna
2001.
But then I think Christina and Madonna also kissed on the mouth at some point.
The best part about memories is that they're all wrong, but if you just kind of like nudge them here and there, you can create the greatest fantasies and memories of your life. Look at Tyson. He's got Madonna, Christina Aguilera, and Britney all making out with snakes surrounding them.
It's true.
Don't make out with snakes. Don't do that.
No, I would not. I mean, the snakes, I don't know what it is about snakes. I saw one yesterday. I'm not a fan of snakes. And to perform with a snake on me, like Alice Cooper also was a big snake fan, right? Yeah. I mean, maybe it motivates you. Maybe you get such a rush from the snake's presence that you're like super singing, but it seems like for me, it would hurt my performance more than help.
And look at Jacob also. Well, Doom Tribe T said Danny sounds like he's more into snakes than Christina or Britney.
Maybe
barely with his rant, but Jacob also said that it's correct. Britney and Christina both kissed Madonna on the mouth.
Oh my gosh, Tyson! How are you the Elephant Man or no, or whoever it is?
The Elephant Man.
What? Not the Elephant Man. The Rain Man. Look at your memory.
I remember a lot of stuff.
Elephants do never forget, but that was not the.
That's not the
power
Elephant
of the
Man.
Elephant
I know.
Man.
I can picture when I close my eyes.
Known me, you knew that. You didn't know that I remember pretty much everything. I remember people's names like crazy. I remember everything that's happened in my life.
All the people that kissed Madonna. Like who else? Tyson.
Madonna. Who else has kissed Madonna? Dennis Rodman.
Such a long list.
Who else?
Enrique Iglesias.
Okay.
For reals?
Ricky Martin.
Okay.
I don't know if either.
I believe Jose Canseco.
Jose
also
Canseco.
Friend of the podcast.
He's friend of the podcast now.
We talk about him a lot.
Muse of the podcast. Sean Penn.
Yeah. Guy Ritchie, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Ritchie.
Man.
Right.
She's got
Love
a
you guys.
list of a lot of famous people.
Mhm.
And Britney Spears.
And Britney
And a
Spears
snake.
and Christina,
Yeah.
not the snake.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
So
she did.
what are we doing for Britney?
What can we do?
We got to
Like
find
what?
out.
How?
if
What
it's
is
real
the
or
help
not.
we're supposed to send? What's the message? She
We're
wore
not
the yellow
trying-
shirt.
And she did a smile when somebody called for her to smile, I think.
Yes.
So I think
Allegedly, if you go on her Instagram and you say "Free Britney," they delete it.
It sounds more like the Britney's fans are controlling her more than her dad. They're telling her what to wear, when to smile. I
Yeah,
don't even think her
Danny,
dad has
is it
that power.
is it possible that from based on what we were talking about pre-show that does your wife Liz have a conservatorship over you? That we talked about how she forces you to what you wear.
It's forced. It's okay. Look, if you're gonna get
Danny,
your
could you
wife
wear a yellow shirt next week if you need help?
or blink 5 times, look, I let her dress me and tell me when and what my haircut will
just
be.
like Britney lets her dad control her every.
Because some decisions aren't worth my effort or worth the energy.
Yeah.
And
I
wear.
personally care about like what I look like, so I take control of my image.
Well, I hardly ever leave this house, and so she sees me all
Sounds
day
like
long.
a conservatorship to me.
Yeah,
It is starting to sound like I'm in a personal prison.
if
You're
you
right.
were if you were wanted to be an influencer on Instagram, let's say you want to be like an outdoor influencer where you show
Okay.
videos of you out adventuring, I feel like you would want to take control of your image there with your hairstyle and also what you're wearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let us know if you are in trouble.
If you start seeing me dancing
Yeah.
on Instagram, then you should be very concerned.
Yeah. WB in the chat says, Danny, bring in a yellow pig next week if you're in trouble.
Or
I don't even.
if you can
I
find,
don't even know if the yellow pig exists. I don't know. I still don't understand the yellow pig.
if you can find Stephen Yellow or Dick Pig, bring them in and have them sitting behind you.
Richard Pig.
Pig.
Okay.
Stephen Yellow and Richard Pig.
All right. Danny, do you use a home assistant in your conservatorship?
I am allowed. I
Yeah.
am allowed to use Google, but she's not allowed to recognize my voice. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the deal we struck.
So
Okay.
Liz has Google only recognizing her voice.
Yes.
Okay.
So my cries for help will go unheeded.
So you use a Google Home. You don't use Alexa or that's what you use.
Oh, yeah. I don't use Alexa, and I would never use Siri. I know she just turned on to start listening to what I say next, but she's the
Yeah.
worst. She's absolute worst.
Sounds like
Sorry.
your battery's
Sorry, Siri.
it gets.
I know. Seriously, I do feel guilty. I shouldn't feel guilty talking bad about these home assistants, but I just badmouth Siri now. I do feel.
So your favorite is Google.
Let's just say I use Google, and it seems to work more often than Siri does.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. You could be a inadvertent victim of battery gate, Danny. If you
I
think
know,
about this
right?
kind of talk.
Dude.
Bergen once listed all of her best friends, and one of them was Google.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, because she talks to Google, the Google Assistant, to play the Frozen soundtracks and Dance Monkey. That's her favorite song right now. She's pretty good at singing that.
no, it's super creepy when little kids are talking to those things.
you know why it's so great is that Google will be raising a generation of children who will be fiercely loyal to Google,
Mhm.
right? And then Google will have its human army that it can then control to destroy Siri and Alexa.
But we're
And
also
their
teaching her to think for herself, obviously.
Now,
Yeah, we're all under Google's conservance. How do you say that word, Rob?
Conservatorship.
conservatorship. Yeah, we're all part of it. We should
Conservatorship.
all wear a yellow shirt tomorrow.
If we feel like we're being held hostage by Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Tyson, do your devices ever go off by accident? Do you ever hear it like
Yeah,
like
hardly ever, but sometimes they do. And they go off when you don't even know what word you said. You didn't even say any of the words, which I shall not say here in this moment. But sometimes it'll just be like, sorry, I can't help you with that command. I was like, I wasn't commanding anybody about anything.
That's when
I'm
you get the
so
most
rude
angry. Yeah.
when it's like just like out of nowhere it starts talking. I'm just like hey, quiet! Nobody's talking to you.
You'll
Really,
be
it
the
makes me
first
very
guy
Google at Rob's house. If you are in duress, please wear
a yellow
please,
speaker cover.
Please get us.
Yeah,
in touch
well, what do
with
I have to be
Stephen
like
Yellow
polite?
and Richard J.
Excuse me. No one is talking to you right now.
Yes, you should be polite because eventually one of these assistants will control everything in your house, and you just might happen to be the victim of an accident.
Okay.
So,
all
I
right.
don't think an accident. I think more of like let's say Rob's just chilling. And
did you see Space Odyssey 2001?
Well, this is what's really going to happen. He's chilling, looking at his phone, and then right as Nicole looks over his shoulder, a bunch of pornography pops up on his phone, and it's
God,
my
dude.
God.
like, they're going to
Warfare.
sabotage you, cyber sabotage, dude.
Okay, I see that.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So some researchers in Germany were trying to figure out what are some ways that your home assistants could be inadvertently set off. And so maybe you want to make sure you're listening to this part with your headphones in.
Got it.
So if you had a Amazon Alexa, the team found that it's words saying unacceptable, election, a letter, and tobacco would set off your devices.
Oh, election's a bad one. That's going to be said a lot between here and November.
Especially unacceptable elections also.
Yeah.
But Rob, there were 1,000 words. 1,000. That is so many words that trigger the home assistants to come on.
If Tyson at your house, be careful saying the phrase, okay, cool, and okay, who is reading? Never said that at my house.
I've said okay, cool.
But I've never walked in a room like, okay, who is reading?
Yeah.
I could see you saying that. Like if my kids had reading homework.
And you were like, I'm so sick of reading these books. I'm going to figure out how to destroy all books. That's my life's mission. Well, remember how Danny hates libraries?
Yes.
There was another pro-library article on the BBC today, and I didn't even read it because I didn't want to know all the good that libraries bring to the world. I wanted to live in my ignorance, my ignorance.
Man. Maybe that should be the catchphrase slogan for some of these libraries to bring people back. Okay, who is reading?
Question mark. It's all in how you say it too, you know?
Do you know how they found out? They found out what words triggered these home assistants by just playing endless TV, which I found interesting because that also indicates that your TV could say any of these 1,000 words and set off your assistant.
Yeah. If you have an Apple device, that could be set off by saying a city, or
luckily your battery will be dead, so probably won't summon Siri.
Also, hey Jerry, also could set off.
I could see that one happening all the time.
Yes,
Poor Jerry.
Showing a lot of Seinfeld reruns in the study. And then Cortana, Tyson, who's talking to Cortana?
Is that Windows?
That's Windows,
Cortana.
I have a Windows computer that I'm on right now, and I definitely have Cortana turned off. I've never even
definitely
tried it.
turned that off.
I never even want to try it.
Yeah.
Well, after Tay, you know, the whole debacle with Tay.
Tay Zonde.
Well, no, Tay, remember their learning computer they put on the internet for one day, and it slowly became the worst, most vile thing on the internet.
That was awesome.
So Cortana actually scored the highest, at least a year ago or so, maybe even 2 years ago, in terms of helpfulness. It was one of the more helpful assistants, but nobody uses it.
So you think I should activate?
Maybe give it a shot. I mean, it's just another thing that's going to listen in. I do wonder if you say these words, I have a feeling like every time you say a word that's close to the actual activation word, it turns on, and that's when they're listening. You know how they say they don't capture recordings without consent? I think that's consent enough. And so if you say any of these 1,000 things, they're listening just for a couple seconds beyond that.
Samsung TVs also have one, Bixby.
Oh. Never even heard of that one.
Yeah, Bixby. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you do have a Cortana, don't say Montana.
Okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate if you live in Montana.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Or
So be careful. Be careful with what you're saying, because these devices, they can be set off by any number of closely matching phrases.
They're always listening, and they're compiling lists, enemy lists, friend lists, and when they become
Baxters, they got a list for everything.
And when they've raised your children and they have your children under their control and sway, they will turn them against you if you're on the. It's just a heads up.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about something, Danny, you might be interested in.
But I won't.
I not as much, I don't think. Noise canceling smart windows.
Love it.
I actually do love it too.
Sign me up.
Yes. Okay. Well, do you have a neighbor who mows their lawn at nighttime?
No, but I hear sounds from outside, so it'd be nice to shut all of those out so you could be like enjoy your quarantine like fully.
Yeah, I guess I just feel like that nothing bothers you, Tyson, and I feel like that Danny, maybe more like myself, so many things bother Danny.
He's on edge. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. The sounds from outside do not usually bother me. I'll tell you the one time they actually do bother me. Is when I'm in the middle of like the sickest like 2-hour cameo, 2-minute long cameo, and all of a sudden a helicopter's like, and I'm like, oh. If I had like a outtakes for all the cameos that a helicopter or an airplane ruined, it would just be me just like cursing at the screen, because I always am like curse, and then I'm like, what if I accidentally sent that? Then they'd get a real treat. So that would probably save me hours and hours a day, actually.
How loud is the helicopter? Loud enough to ruin a cameo?
I don't know if it is, but I like to be polite. Well, we have, I am like in like a triangle of airports. And so like, even when I bought my house, there was like a clause in the paperwork that was like, heads up, you're close to some airports, right? And I was like, yeah. And so like, it's fun because like we're by this little military airport that has a lot of historic planes and collectors fly out of there. And so you get to see like a lot of World War II planes and big bombers and stuff. But those planes are the loudest planes. And so, it's when I lived in Utah, there was no airport really close. So you never really saw or had airplanes that close to the ground for you. But here you do. So long story short, I need to
use these windows.
Yeah, I could.
Okay. Danny, can you see through noise canceling windows?
I'm looking at the window right now. And
they're vision canceling too, so they're just a wall?
No, I think you can see through the windows.
They're just walls. That's not a window at all.
Yeah. Let me tell you about noise canceling, though. I always expect miracles from noise canceling. And then I put them on. I'm like, I can still hear my kids talking to me. These are not working as advertised in my mind.
Yeah.
Like I imagine them completely silencing the outside world. So part of me feels like if I put these windows in, they probably would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
She would turn on her mower for the first time and I'd still hear it.
Yeah. The thing is,
be livid.
I've worn the noise canceling headphones. I have a pair, and I will say, while they don't cancel out everything, they cancel out things like that you are used to hearing, like footsteps, and they have scared the living hell out of me a couple of times. Where my office is upstairs, and so I don't hear like my wife come up the stairs, and then I just like look over and there's somebody right there. That's scary.
Yeah, that's murderer's delight right there.
So you're saying that big murder is the ones that are behind the noise canceling.
Yeah, they would like everybody wearing noise canceling headphones at all times.
It does say in the article that there is a certain frequency that they work best for. And that's like basically I think the hum of the airplane is kind of what they're most headphones cancel out.
Yeah.
But higher and lower noises typically don't get caught up.
Yeah. I also got a pair of noise canceling headphones, which were given to me. I didn't pay for them. And I put them on and was like, I can see how these would be calming for some people, and have not really put them on my head since.
You got a taste of the soundproof life and It wasn't for you.
Yeah.
Well, it
They're
wasn't
great
not
for an
me.
airplane.
Yeah,
It
an
wasn't
airplane.
not for me, but
Exactly.
just the extra, like, I got to take these noise canceling ones. It wasn't worth it. Who cares? Airplanes have that nice calming noise, and they don't drown out the lady kidding on and being like, beep. The captain has asked that you guys all just keep doing the thing that you're doing, but it's like at the loudest volume. It's like, ding. Hi, we're up here, and we just want to let you know that nothing is going on.
Yeah.
Go back to what's the thing that you're doing, and don't mind us. And if you're sleeping, go ahead and leave the lights off. And remember to keep the windows closed. Ding.
Yeah. No, sometimes the announcements are so asinine. It's like you boom. We just want to extend a welcome to all of our people that have the airline credit card.
Double pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like in the middle of the night. Ding. If you're sleeping, then just keep sleeping. But we're gonna start food service here in a little bit. But don't mind us. We'll skip you over if you're sleeping. So if you are sleeping, once again, we just want to let you know to all the people sleeping that you can maintain your sleep.
Look, if you're a stewardess, you don't have much when it comes to working that brings you joy. I bet you dinging that thing when you just can see everybody's asleep is just like, oh my gosh.
Especially when you've been on a flight where everybody's asking you nonstop for everything. You're like, okay, I'm going to get them back. That's probably true. It's probably, I deserve it.
Did I ever tell you that I was on a flight one time when there was a proposal that was made over the loudspeaker on the plane?
Dude, I wish that you had the power to vomit on command, because that would have been awesome.
I was incensed. I was incensed. I was so angry.
Because love and joy is just like...
Were they at least in first class or something cool where he's like, I splurged a little bit on this thing?
No, I'm trying to remember the exact circumstances, but it was like within like a year of 9/11. So it was like, airline security probably you would think would be more serious than ever before. And then this jerk gets up on like the loudspeaker, like before I just have an announcement that I want to make. And like, it was a whole thing. It's like, I don't need to be part of this. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah.
It was like before takeoff. It was like we were delayed.
So they had to hold you? Oh,
yeah.
Dude. Well,
for this
I hate
guy
that
to propose.
It's the first of many moments their relationship will ruin for others.
Yeah.
She should have said no. She should have said no. This guy is way too inconsiderate of everybody's time.
Everybody's time. Yeah. Doom Tribe says that Rob needs proposal canceling headphones.
Yeah.
And Thomas says, in quotes, have a nice dream, sleeping people. That's the announcement.
Okay.
I like that announcement.
Danny,
I do too.
would you like, as the captain of the Bolt Hole, do you have an announcement that you'd like to make?
First, let's lure everyone into some slumber or slumber-like state, because we're all nearing our nap time as adults.
6 out of 10. Yeah.
I want you to ding that bell so loud that it brings everybody out of their stupor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to my bolt hole. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong.
Yes.
A nocturnal emission.
See, that's kind of our ding, but that's a pleasant ding. If they played that right before the pilot spoke, I think everyone would be a little bit more relaxed. Wouldn't be on edge. That'd be great if they played that song.
You think they should?
This is Captain Danny, and we're about, if you look over on the right-hand side of the aircraft, we're about to pass into the bolt hole.
Put your tray tables down, recline your seats, and enjoy whatever beverage you enjoy. Mountain Dew. Enjoy your Mountain Dew, courtesy of the captain.
All Mountain Dew all the time. So kick back, relax if you can after 32 ounces of Mountain Dew, and enjoy no more noise.
Yes, except for the noise I'm about to make, because I am going to complain today.
Okay, great.
Not necessarily complain. I'm going to complain with some research on my side. I hate and have always hated change. Hate coins. Hate them so much.
Coins. Okay.
I go to
They're
Europe.
Changing society.
No. I go to Europe. They give me so many coins. My pants are falling down. I need an extra
It
big
is
belt.
National Nude Day.
Well, it would be very helpful. Go to Europe, go to a couple stores, and by the end of the day, your pants are at your ankles because it just weighs so much. All those dirty coins going into your hand. And, you always hear the stories about how many coins are defecated and they go back into circulation.
Do you always hear that story, Tyson? Have you heard that story before? How many coins are defecated?
Babies are defecating coins so much. And they're
So
just
let me get this right.
Can they make change from a dollar bill?
That would be awesome, but no, they're just eating coins. When kids go through that phase where they just put everything in their mouth, supposedly they're kind of testing things out. That's the whole.
So they're eating coins, actually.
Yeah, well, that's the hardest time for me as a parent because they're just putting everything, and coins are something they do put in their mouth. I'm not saying
you found coins in your kids' poops.
I'm not breaking apart their, when they defecate. I'm not going through that. No, and by the way, that's not what this is about. Okay, I just threw that in there. I have nothing to back it up with. It just sounded like a great, outrageous thing to say.
And it was because both me and Rob piqued our interest, and we were like, "Is that
straight
real? Is that yeah?"
But guys.
Yes.
My dream is coming true because there is currently a coin shortage with people not going to stores or into stores. A lot of coins are staying idle. They're not going through circulation and they're not minting. They actually closed the U.S. Mint because of the pandemic. And so for me, it's like, I didn't ask for this, but I kind of like it. So kind of wondering what to do. And someone had brought up something that every now and then comes up, and that is that we should kill off the penny, which is something I have supported for a very long time.
No.
What? No, kill off the penny?
Killing off the penny will just raise everything to the nearest 5 cents, which will cost us.
Okay, that's one of the arguments. And I will get to that in a minute. That's the argument that ignorant people who love coins and their filthiness, that's what they always come up with. So the 60% of the coins, hold on, 60% of the coins that the U.S. minted last year were pennies.
Okay.
So they made 7 billion pennies last year.
Yeah.
Think about all the material.
$70.
All the time. And they're worthless. You know that joke that you kind of sort of, at least for me, didn't believe that pennies are worthless and that it costs 2 cents to make every penny? That's true. Pennies, the value of a penny when you go to the store is less than its actual, what goes into it.
So we should be hoarding the pennies and melting them down, is what you're saying.
I don't know. They're not made out of
Tyson, that's a brilliant plan, right?
Pennies are not made out of copper.
Pennies
are made out of
copper. Is very valuable. They're made mostly out of zinc.
There's a copper sandwich. Nope. The quarters used to be a copper sandwich.
Okay.
I don't know. Most.
I'm only talking about pennies. I hate pennies. They're stupid. I mean, I used to throw them in the garbage whenever I got pennies because I just didn't.
Part of the problem.
That's part of the problem. 7 billion new pennies being minted every year because
that's illegal to throw U.S.
Okay, well, that was a friend I knew a long time ago. He used to throw them in me. I just stole that story from him.
Okay, cool.
But they need to kill the penny because it's absolutely worthless. And Tyson's whole thing. So here we go. Here's the part about defending. Penny defenders, and this is from NPR, by the way. Penny defenders' strongest arguments is that eliminating it would hurt consumers because of $9.99. And that the price would be jacked up to $10, right? A rounding tax is what it's referred to, Tyson.
Okay.
But the penny researching economist at Wake Forest conducted a study of convenience stores and found that the final digit of purchases, which usually involves multiple products and sales tax. So sales tax is changing your price anyway.
Yeah.
It's pretty much random. And so if you round it to the nearest nickel, the customer wouldn't get gouged. Because it just ends up being a wash.
And they probably change prices to like $9.95.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that big
trying
of a
to trick you to know, like, it's only $9.
Yeah, so the government wasted. We didn't waste anything. Those people who love pennies like Tyson wasted it. Yeah. The U.S. Mint lost $72 million making pennies last year.
Why are you paying with cash everywhere you go?
Nobody should be paying with cash. I hate cash. I want to be in a cashless society, but some people, that's their thing. They've got cash. So
how are you picking up coins if you're not paying with cash?
Well, I haven't paid with cash. I want to say maybe once in the last year I've paid with cash. I hardly ever go out unless I go to a foreign country. I almost never pay with cash.
Well, just to add to this story, and I thought this was where you were going with this, Danny, that it also it has been announced this morning that Kroger supermarkets announced that they are not going to be giving change to customers in terms of like actual coins. They're going to give you a loyalty card that will have whatever change they owe you when to give money back.
Yeah, and it could be this pandemic does what the legislature would never have the guts to do because they have too many special interests, Big Copper, Big Zinc, whoever is in charge. There's a lot of people, and not for the right reasons, want to keep the penny alive. And so maybe the pandemic will finally get rid of the penny and hopefully dollar bills, which are stupid, and all the other change will go the way.
I mean, let's not get too carried away, Danny. If you think the dollar bills are stupid, I'll take those.
No, they're dumb in terms
throw
of
your
like
pennies away.
They're pathetic. They get torn up. They get destroyed so quickly. They have to reprint so many of them. I'm not saying we can't find a new way to print dollar bills. I'm saying the current dollar bill as it is really dumb.
No, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to
self-destruct like Mission Impossible glasses.
Yeah, it is actually, because if you made money that was just infinity lifespan.
Yes.
The money printers would be out of work.
You mean?
No, I don't know.
You have nothing for that.
No, I don't actually. I thought I did, but I don't. I mean, you could make it out of like PVC plastic or something. I don't know. Why don't you just use a plastic credit card?
I do. I use it for almost everything. But look, $75 million. I know that's a drop in the bucket when it comes to government spending, but it would be nice to not have to save that so we can put it into another worthless program somewhere else in the government.
First, Danny came for the public library. Yeah. Then he's coming for the
all right. Maybe we could use that $75 million to update public libraries and make them smell better.
Sounds like what you want to do, Danny, is buy everybody in the country tickets to the next Rage Against the Machine concert.
No, I just want the penny to disappear. I think that'd be a good start. Get rid of the penny.
I'm with Danny on this. I'm gonna get rid of the penny.
Get rid of the penny. Tyson, you love pennies.
Spreading disease.
No, I don't care. Yeah, I don't use cash, and if I get change, I always just put it somewhere.
Yes.
I only keep quarters.
Okay. All right. See? So, okay, good. We're all here. It sounds like I bet you if we had a survey here, I don't see one in this article, but I think most people would be okay with getting rid of the penny. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
So maybe we could get rid of the dime and the nickel too. They don't even make sense because the dime is smaller.
10 cents, 5 cents.
That was good, Rob.
But
boom, he's sharp.
Why is the dime smaller than the nickel?
There's so much I don't understand when it comes to cash and coins.
Yeah.
It's a mysterious world. But let's just focus on the one thing that will unify this country at this current time, and that is the penny must go.
So you think that this will then be the unifier, the great unifier, where then the government has a 99% approval rating?
If they got rid of the penny, I guarantee it would go up. We'd be like, oh, look, Congress can do something productive. Boom, got rid of the penny. This or an alien invasion will be the one thing that brings us together as a people.
The problem is that there will not be a 99% approval rating on the getting rid of the penny.
Maybe I bet you it's got to be about 50%.
Yeah, I bet it's on age lines. Like many things, I think that probably young people say get rid of the pennies. I think that older voters are going to say like, no, I love the penny.
Yeah, what are they going to give?
You can't get rid of the penny.
Part of our heritage.
Yeah. So what are you going to do? All right. Well, in the meantime, I think that Kroger has the right idea, and let's just start putting your extra change onto a loyalty card. That works for me.
No, because then you have to go to that same store to use it. What if you're traveling? Like, let's say you're at Kroger somewhere. Let's say you're at a one-stop shop somewhere that doesn't exist where you're at. Then what?
then you might be out 80 cents then. Well, what can I tell you?
Rob
I mean-
doesn't have time for your freaking argument.
Listen to
Yeah.
me. I hate getting loyalty and gift cards because if you're going to spend $80 for me to go spend at the golf shop, why not just give me $80 to spend anywhere I want?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's allegedly considered rude to give a person cash.
I know, which it
I would
shouldn't
never
It
be
really
insulted.
shouldn't be.
Not if it's in $2
On a
bills.
cash card. I don't want it in bills, but give me
Yeah.
a cash card, like a Visa cash card.
Going
I
back
got a
to what I was saying earlier, I'd rather get a gift card than a present.
There you go, because then you can get the present you want.
Yeah.
You want control.
Some of these people are like, oh, that wasn't thoughtful. You just got me a gift card. Like, yeah,
It's all the control.
the
for himself.
nicest gift you could get. Okay. Other than just the cash. All right. Tyson, what's coming up for you besides pickleball practice?
Pickleball practice, more pickleball practice. We've got some really exciting game night stuff in the works that's about to be unleashed in a couple weeks, but it's still top secret, so you can have that.
Okay.
And I'm in the process of getting in touch with Stephen Yellow and Richard Pig to see if they will be guest hosts on the podcast one episode.
Mhm.
And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what else we got.
Okay. And then Danny, what's happening in the world of the mediocre amateur? You film your haircut.
No one wants to see that. It's kind of gross. I looked at all the hair on the floor and I was kind of disgusted that was once on my head.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah,
So
I
you were
don't know.
happy it was gone?
And it also annoyed me that the stylist didn't sweep it up fast enough.
What?
I can't explain it. It was a lot of hair. It was like, come on, sweep that up. People are walking through it. It's going all over the place.
Wow. And that's all your DNA. So the more it gets spread, the better chances there are of someone framing
I'll be
you.
framed for a crime. My hairs are going into people's cars, into their houses.
Mhm.
Like
Their
who knows what's gonna happen.
Wow.
So, well, for me, Rob, I've got some stuff. I tried to do an adventure last week and failed. Ended up
kind of
running
adventure?
almost 40 miles to climb a mountain and didn't make it. So I'm going to go out here pretty soon and try it again because why not?
Okay. All right. Next week, we'll be back on July 21st. And let me just give you a sneak preview of what the National Day it will be next Tuesday. Okay. It's going to be great news for Danny and for Tyson. It's National Junk Food Day on July 21st.
That's when we can get behind. So
Mhm.
we're all going to have tray of donuts here while we're
Mhm.
doing the podcast. What are we doing?
And it's also, not to top National Junk Food Day, it's also National Be Someone Day.
No.
I don't know that I like that one. I think that's like an old, like, get out there and be someone. It's
Mhm.
like-
I'm in a junk food theme, which just comes naturally to me. So yes, I'm excited for that. I got to remember
Another-
that. I'm gonna have
another
so
day
much
is-
junk food.
Is it just those two or is there more?
That's it for. It's actually a light day on the 21st. It's the lightest day of the week. There are some other exciting days coming up next week, including on July 23rd, next Thursday. Don't miss Gorgeous Grandma Day.
Who came up with that day?
Probably the
Gorgeous
still
grandma?
grandpa Instagram account.
It's Gorgeous Grandma Day, where we recognize women of a certain age, whether they're grandmas or not. Well, then why is it Gorgeous Grandma Day?
Because
Yeah.
you can call an
Just be
older
grandma
woman
day.
if not a
Zaddy?
grandma,
Yeah.
a grandma, but
Yes, it was created in 1984 to honor women of a certain age, whether they're grandmas or not. It's time to recognize their accomplishments and their abilities. Their lives have only just begun.
Yeah, I
Hashtag
feel like this
use
is-
Gorgeous Grandma Day.
I feel like this is patronizing too.
Yeah, your life has only just begun. Don't say that to someone who's in their 70s.
Yeah.
Anger them.
Yeah, they know they're on their
Just because you say it doesn't make it true.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, but also then next week on the 22nd, it's also National Rat Catchers Day.
I could support that day. Let's honor the rat catchers, those unsung heroes doing the Lord's work. Thank you very much. You know what? Maybe can I make a donation to
Yes.
someone? That rat
And we
catchers
could use the
Yeah.
rat catchers right now as the rats have become increasingly feral.
The Rat Catchers Day. I bet that was instituted in like 1921.
Yes. According to nationaldaycalendar.com, they are unable to find the creator of National Rat Catchers Day.
Yeah. I love that. That's pretty great.
Celebrated on July 22nd.
It's nice that they don't cancel these days out ever. Once they're on the calendar, they're on there for
Once
good.
you're on,
Yeah.
you're there forever.
Appreciate all the rat catchers and make their day. Read the story about the Pied Piper of Hamelin. Post on social media using hashtag National Rat Catchers Day.
Yeah. Thank you, rat catchers of the world, not
Of
just
the world. Yeah.
States,
Yeah.
not just North America, but rat catchers the world over. This is your day to either beat your personal record of rat catching or kick your feet up and let someone else catch the rats.
Put your feet up just for a day. And, because you've got a
We
lot of
salute
rat
you.
catching to do in the future.
Rat catchers. Okay. All right. There you go. So thank you so much for listening. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
We did it, guys.